What up, traders? What up, investors? Ken here from Dyslexic Investor, and thank you for tuning in for another fantastic video. So, look, the caveat for this video is we had a live stream on Sunday that we normally always do. Check it out. I greatly appreciate if you come out in the next live stream. That being said, I don't know if it was a coordinated attack or just people just overhyped about it, but this Senseonics stock, SENS, was crazy. Everyone was just posting about it, asking about it, comparing it to the BNGO, not in the same like medical device field. They are both like within the medical pharma world, but in the sense of just being a rocket ship into orbit, aka potentially hitting that lucrative $10 price target. That being said, this is going to be completely my God honest opinions, and this is just for entertainment purposes. So don't take any financial advice from this this ape right here, and just look at this as potentially seeing on what can happen here. So let's go ahead and kind of just dive into it. Two things before we get started: check out those affiliate links down below. We have the Amazon Audible subscription. Again, listening to music, listen to books on the go while you're sitting in the office doing next to nothing. Fantastic way to learn and actually expand your horizons on certain subjects. And second, but not least, the Tastyworks account. If you open an account of $2,000 or more, you have the opportunity to select 10 options or 100 free shares with funding your new account. All right, that being said, let's get right into the stock here. Of course, this is the main website. And you know it's a fantastic product because you have a doctor here and you got a guy with the medical device that is actually attached to the lower part of his back of his arm. Basically, it's just to help a testing product. Instead of constantly pricking your finger, testing your blood sugar for diabetics, this is a way they kind of do it periodically throughout the day. It sends data every 5 minutes to your iPhone, your smart device they call it, or your watch. Again, you know this is a super cool guy. He's got the really cool haircut. He's got tattoos. He's got not even just one tattoo. He has a full sleeve of tattoos. So you know that this guy is AF. Cool AF, as the kids say, with again that slick back hair, and just really just like looking like he's ready to go to a club. That being said, that is basically the due diligence on that photo there. So just to kind of give you a quick overview, because again, I'm more of the chart side of things, to kind of give you a little bit of what the fundamentals are going on looking at this little infographic thing they give out. It's basically this little device here. Again, you can see kind of like someone pitches it with their fingers. This is not like, oh God, I don't say it, Ken. The Theranos little blood vial. Every single time I see someone pinch something like this, I just think of that little Theranos blood vial of the lady pinching it, saying like it only needs this much blood. So, anyways, that's completely separate. I'm going off a tangent. I apologize, but this is a little device that sits right underneath the skin, and this little transponder, very lightweight, rechargeable, transports the data to your smartphone via Bluetooth. And you can see the little black device that you saw on the individual in the picture that gets transmitted to your wonderful iPhone. And then you have that little gentle adhesive that kind of keeps the device in there. And again, it's water resistant, all the jazz behind that. And it basically helps people who have diabetes or is diabetic that that live an active lifestyle, that they can just kind of be on the go and not really worry about and get notified on a rolling 5-minute basis on where they stand with their blood sugars and so other various components of that. Again, speaking here, I don't have diabetes. I know folks who do, and I know it's not a very cumbersome thing to continuously prick your fingers. And if this device can sit very closely into your skin here, and it checks again. This is what it talks about here. It talks about the glucose levels every 5 minutes, up to 3 months. So it's pretty effective here. Again, just being less likely to have to worry about blood sugar, glucose levels on a daily basis, on before and after lunch, knowing when you have to eat, when you have to consume some stuff, and other various aspects of that. So Interesting stuff without a doubt. Let's go ahead and just kind of jump into the chart here. So this is where it gets really spicy here. Of course, this came to my attention as of yesterday evening, aka the live stream that we did talking about stocks last night. Of course, on the close on Friday, it closed around $3. Of course, has gapped up again today, nearly 16% to a $3.50. Kind of, I wouldn't say a topping pattern here. We've seen these very aggressive moves before here. With that being said, here we do have that that pattern that we don't normally like to see on the volume zone, also on the volume here. You have that middle finger pattern. You have the first knuckle, which is here, the middle finger, and then the other knuckle here to, again, give you the middle finger of maybe creating a topping pattern. That being said, it didn't follow through from that volume itself. The RSI has been very highly elevated since then. It came back down to that 20 or the 61.8 Fibonacci number, which is basically around the 250 to 255 range. Been chopping around there. It never closed below or in near the 8 EMA. Again, we use the 5 and 8 to kind of move on very aggressive stocks. So again, not comparing this to BNGO. So BNGO, again, had a lot of hype going into it. A new transmission, a device that really can transcend people's lives and just make things easier. So BNGO had that rip higher, came down right to the 8 EMA, chopped a little bit around, but then continued and still holding that 5 and 8 moving averages for BNGO. Genomics, again, with a parabolic SAR dots, it did kind of come down to, we talked about some initial support around 1060 to 1055 there. So look, going back to SENS, we, in the long run, we could see what happens. So if we go to a weekly chart, this looks like this has had some news before, but then kind of fell less favorably over the last coming months. Basically, from 19 to all of last year, it just has been very lackluster. Again, we've seen a little bit of pop up in 2020 before the overall pandemic, but then ever since then has been very much beaten down, falling within that penny stock craze here, but finally getting its legs back underneath it and just really kind of ripping higher. So again, if this technology is worthwhile, again, please do your own due diligence. Again, anything within the medical field, FDA approval, the testing, clinical trials, all this stuff is always very, I wouldn't say stressful, but it's just like a company can be looking great and then out of nowhere you get smacked of like, oh, the test actually sends nude pictures to the 3 people next to you, or whatever. Like, it does again, everything can be fixed, but it's all about perception, and especially people investing in this. I think their overall thesis is like, hey, this is going to be the next BNGO. It's going to 10, ladies and gentlemen. That being said, so looking here at some price targets, if it really wants to go higher here, again, we have to kind of stay in between that 5 and 8 moving averages. And if we do get a push higher here, really need to see it a break above $4 here, okay? So if we get a break above $4, the next Fibonacci tree is going to be around that 486, and then basically to around the 609, basically $6 there. We do have a Fibonacci number, the 2618, which is a pretty significant number. If this momentum stock can really get some legs behind it and get that oomph to push higher here, we can potentially see it to $9.64. Doesn't mean it's going to be a rocket ship and just fly up there and just tippy tap it. We could see some chop in the next coming days or weeks. Just be very mindful, very speculative in that sense. Again, not my kind of cup of tea. I threw a couple shekels in here just to kind of see what happens. Nothing more than I can lose for. That's not going to hurt my account at all. Just to kind of keep it active to kind of see where it plays out. Because again, the reason behind doing this was I had so much activity, so many people pinging me and messaging me about it, and I normally don't like to fold like that, but this is was interesting. It is trying to help prevent something, so it's not like this is a company that's just trying to take money from the poor and give it to the rich. It's actually trying to help the average Joe that is battling and that wants to kind of not prick his finger on a daily basis or an hourly basis to really maintain an optimal blood sugar level and really kind of staying on top of that. So this is basically the overall thesis behind it. Looking at this one, potentially we could see some moves higher here. We'll see. Again, that there is a lot of FOMO behind it. If you look up on stock twits, and I haven't seen it much on Wall Street Bets, but a lot of people have been talking about it, doing my little due diligence on that. But an interesting play. Let's see what happens. Again, thank you guys for stopping by. Again, please check out those affiliate links down below. I would greatly appreciate any of the support. That being said, we're going to be trying to doing a live stream here probably maybe in a couple days here. We'll see when the time frees up on my end in the evenings to do. Again, I love doing the live streams. I think a lot of people enjoy the live streams more than the videos. But that being said, again, thank you from the bottom of my heart. Please don't forget to hit the like and subscribe on the way out the door, and I'll catch you guys on the flip side. Peace!